Dear educators, much has been spoken about early childhood development, and the educators are not only informed well about the milestones of growth and development in early childhood, but can even identify the delay or retardation in any respect of it, simply by noticing the indications. Middle childhood years are often being neglected as the parents and educators take it for granted that it is one level higher than that of early childhood. Here, I take this opportunity to let you know some vital developmental milestones in middle childhood years. Please join me. Once your child reaches the middle childhood years, you are seeing your child differently. Here are some of the comments that you hear from the parents. They say, "My child is changing rapidly. My child is not the child of yesterday. My child is different than his siblings. My child gets on my nerves. And my child needs more care and protection." And similar kind of statements. There are some common challenges faced by the parents, particularly in the years of middle childhood. Parents can't cope with the rapid change in their children. They say it was easier to handle her yesterday. Some of them say, "My children are different from each other." And some of them are having challenges getting restless when they work with their children. Few parents feeling hopeless with the demands of their children. But if they come to know what are the milestones of development in middle childhood years, they would be a little bit more prepared and they would be more relaxed to handle their children. For example, they should understand that the children in their middle childhood years are becoming so-called independent and everything becomes more important for them to do it independently. Events such as starting school bring children of this age into regular contact with the larger world. For them, friendship becomes more and more important. Physical, social, and mental skills develop quickly at this age. This is a critical time for children to develop confidence in all areas of life, such as they develop confidence through their friends, through the schoolwork, through sports, and through other social interactions. They develop confidence. How children develop during middle childhood years? Basically, I would like to throw light on emotional and social changes of the children and about thinking and learning. When we talk about emotional and social changes in the children, they show more independence from parents and family. They want to be independent during these years. They start to think about the future. This is usually we also ask them the questions, what do you like to be in future? And very smart way they somehow manage and they let you know what is their ambition, which may change in future, no doubt. They understand more about their own place in the world. Children in middle childhood years, they pay more attention to friendships and teamwork. They want to be liked and accepted by their friends. That's why they really rush to school. They look forward to go to school. The same child who was refusing to go when she was younger is now willing to go because of working with friends and working in a team. There are also some development in their thinking and learning. They show rapid development of mental skills. They learn better ways to describe experiences and talk about thoughts and feelings. Children have less focus on oneself and more concerned for others. Let me share with you some points when you are dealing with children in middle childhood years. You should show affection for your child. Recognize her accomplishments. Help your child develop a sense of responsibility. Ask him to help with household tasks such as setting the table and so on. Talk with your child about school, friends, and things she looks forward to in the future. Talk with your child about respecting others. Encourage him to help people in need. You should be also an example for the child. Help your child set her own achievable goals. She will learn to take pride in herself and rely less on approval or reward from others. Help your child learn patience by letting others go first or by finishing a task before going out to play. Encourage him to think about possible consequences before acting. Make clear rules and stick to them, such as how long your child can watch TV or when she has to go to bed and so on. Be clear about what behavior is okay and what is not okay. Do fun things together as a family, such as playing games, reading together, and going to events in your community, and so on. So, if some of these points you remember while dealing with your children during the middle childhood years, you are going to win their confidence and you're going to have them as a friend. Some of the parents are proactive. They would like to plan before time. Here I would like to suggest some action plan for parents for a better performance of their children. Dear parents, you should get involved with your child's school. Meet the teachers and the staff and get to understand their learning goals and how you and the school can work together to help your child do well. Continue reading to your child as your child learns to read. Take turns reading to each other. This will help them a lot, and love for books is something which is to be inculcated in childhood. Today's readers are tomorrow's leaders. Use discipline to guide and protect your child rather than punishment to make him feel bad about himself. Follow up any discussion about what not to do with a discussion of what to do instead. Try to be positive. If you talk positive, your child will also learn to speak in a positive tone. Praise your child for good behavior. It's best to focus praise more on what your child does. For example, you worked hard to figure this out, than on traits she can't change, like you are smart. Support your child in taking on new challenges. Encourage her to solve problems, such as a disagreement with another child, on her own. This will help the child to be independent, and the child will learn the techniques of conflict resolution right from the years of the middle childhood. Always encourage your child to join school and community groups, such as a team sports, or to take advantage of volunteer opportunities. Don't be scared that the child may be hurt. After all, that's also a part of the growth of the child. As our children grow, they keep moving out. We should make them equipped. We should teach them safety rules and we should let them be independent while they are playing outdoor. Teach your child to watch out for traffic and how to be safe when walking to school, riding a bike, and playing outside. Just don't leave them to themselves. to go and play and come back, sometimes hurt or sometimes facing some unpleasant consequences. Be with them, go with them, let them learn. Make sure your child understands water safety and always supervise her when she's swimming or playing near water. Always make sure that be careful. Make sure that the child knows prevention is better than cure. Supervise your child when he is engaged in risky activities such as climbing, jumping, and so on. Talk with your child about how to ask for help when she needs it. There are some techniques that you can always tell your child. And you can always show by example. You can also ask for help when you need it. And your child learns that to ask for help is nothing bad. Keep potentially harmful household products, tools, equipments, and firearms out of your child's reach. That will make it more safe for the child to play around. Please keep in mind these safety rules. Always it is being told that healthy mind lives in healthy bodies. Parents can help make schools healthier. Work with your child's school to limit access to foods and drinks with added sugar, solid fat, and salt that can be purchased outside the school. Make sure your child has 1 hour or more of physical activity each day. Limit screen time for your child to not more than 1 to 2 hours per day of quality programming at home, school, or after school hobby classes. Practice healthy eating habits and physical activity early. Encourage active play and be a role model by eating healthy at family meal times and having an active lifestyle. Children are silent observers. They observe you. All these healthy points which we have discussed are being observed by the children. If you do it, for sure they are going to follow you. I have seen many parents who are not very careful about these points and they at times think that their children are small and they are not noticing it. But my dear parents, this is being noticed by the silent eyes and being heard by the silent ears of the children. Please be watchful over your own behavior so that your children will develop healthy habits throughout. Mental health of the child also has to be kept into focus. Home makes a difference. Make your homes a happy and joyful home. Teach virtues and righteousness to your child. Set a role model for your child. Prayers are to be taught to the children when they are young, and they are for sure going to learn. The children are spiritually sensitive. They can feel the presence of God around them, and they should understand that prayer means talking to God, and they should feel comfortable to talk to God anytime they want. Never underestimate your child's abilities. Always select good friends and peer group for your child. Be watchful over their friends. Select a good school with strong moral foundation for your child. Make sure your child's teacher adheres to discipline and virtues. How many of us are really careful about these points which are directly related to the mental health of our child? I think maybe after this discussion, some of us will realize and some of us will pay more attention to these points. As we come to the end of this presentation, let me wish you happy parenting and give you enough confidence and courage to face the challenges of parenting. You can do it.